So, good afternoon, everyone, and good afternoon, Professor. Thank you for joining. And so today, my team going to speak about the implementation plan, which outlines how we will efficiently execute the project, ensuring that all the necessary steps has been taken for the management. Strategies are in place for success. So today's agenda, we will be talking about the introductions to the roles and responsibility, risk assessment, as well as the budget breakdown, security, and then we will be concluding our presentation. So today in my team with me, myself, Yadushan, I have Emmanuel, Olubenga, Alvik, Tanuji, and POE. So the implementation plan, starting with the purpose, which define the project goal and the impact. Why it matters, explains the significance for the stakeholders, which will Olubenga will be talking more about it.
Thank you, Jadusin. And the project is having scope and out of scope responsibilities. In the scope of the project, we are going to deploy Oracle Human Capital Management cloud-based solution to act as a central HR platform. As part of the scope of the project, we are going to do integration with existing system, some of which are the payroll system of the organization, ERP, other ERP functionalities, and finance. We are going to handle data migration from legacy human resource system in the environment to the new Oracle HCM cloud solution. We are going to incorporate comprehensive training and change management initiative to this environment so as to enable users have grip of the system. And we are going to introduce process reengineering and standardization across the global HR functions. This is to ensure the environment is up to date and the system is good and fit for the environment. What are out of scope things in the project? We are not handling non-HR related systems or platform, and we are not decommissioning legacy systems that are beyond HR functions in the organization. As the part of the objective and goals of the project, we use the SMART objective, which are specific, measurable, actionable, relevant, time bound. This is to ensure that whatever we are doing on the project is being specific and measurable, and we will be able to account for whatever we are doing. Also, we want to ensure that whatever we are doing on this project aligns strictly with the business goals, and to ensure that key metrics to evaluate success of the project are measured and documented. I will now hand over to my colleague Tanuji to take over the implementation phases.
Thank you, Olavinga. So I'm going to explain you about our implementation plan. So as mentioned in the slide, our implementation plan is divided into clear structured phases to ensure smooth deployment and minimal disruption to business operations. So the first one is planning and preparation. In this phase, we define our overall strategy, gather business requirements, business and business requirements, and set the foundation for a successful implementation. This includes stakeholder alignment, resource planning, and next one is development and execution. Once planning is completed, we begin the actual implementation. This involves system configuration, development tasks, and continuous testing along the way to ensure the build aligns with the requirements. The next phase here is testing and optimization. Before going live, we carry out comprehensive testing, including system integration and accessibility. We use this phase to identify bugs, fine-tune the system, and ensure everything works as expected. And deployment and maintenance. Finally, we roll out the solution organization-wide. Post-deployment, we provide ongoing support and maintenance to ensure system stability using adoption and continuous improvement. Okay, so now I will take you through the milestones of our project. So each phase of our implementation is anchored by key milestones that ensure we are on track and meeting objectives. So these milestones include project kickoff, that marks the official start of the project. System design sign-off confirms that the configuration meets business requirements. Data migration completion ensures that legacy data is securely and smoothly transferred. User training completion. All HR staff are trained and ready. All in place. Official launch of the Oracle HCM Cloud System. Post implementation, we will assess the rollout data, feedback. These milestones are critical that drives our timeline to keep the implementation right. Now I will hand over to Henry.
Thank you, Tanuji. In this slide, we focus on the importance of clearly defining role and responsibilities within our team. First, we identify each key team member and clearly outline their specific role. This helps eliminate confusion and ensure everyone knows what is expected of them. Next, we assign accountability to each role to maintain momentum and keep the project on the track. When the team member know they're responsible for the specific outcome, it encourages ownership and better result. Finally, we've established clear escalation point for any issue that might come up. This means if someone encounter a problem they can solve, they know exactly who to run to, ensuring we solve issues quickly without disruption and entire project. This step help promote the collaboration and efficient working environment where everyone member contribute meaningful to our shared success. Next slide, please. Risk assessment and mitigation. In this project, anticipating risk early is crucial for success. We outline how we approach risk management. First, we identify the potential risks that could affect our project. This include technical issues like system failure, financial challenges such as budget overrun, and operational details like resource shortages. After identify this risk, we assess each one in terms of its potential impact and how likely it is to occur. This helps us prioritize which risk needs the most attention. Finally, we develop mitigation strategies and contingency plan, for example, to handle the technical risk. We plan regular testing and backups. For financial risk, we include buffer funds in our budget. And for operational issue, we create flexible time with the room for adjustment. And I will give to Piyumi to explain the resource requirements.
Thank you, Andy. So, successful implementation of our project depends on having the right resources in place. So, we have identified key resources needs, including human resources, technology, infrastructure, and financial investments. So, our team consists of skilled professionals covering project management, technical development, and change management. Additionally, we require the right tools such as Oracle, HCM, cloud, integration platforms, and training resources. So by ensuring we have these resources available at each phase, we can execute our plan efficiently and mitigate potential roadblocks. So let's move to the next slide, communication and reporting. Clear and structured communication is vital for project coordination. We will establish regular reporting mechanism to keep stakeholders informed and engaged. Our approach includes weekly team meetings, monthly progress reports, and stakeholder updates to ensure transparency. A structured communication plan will define reporting hierarchies, escalation procedures, and feedback loops. So by maintaining open channels for collaboration, we can address changes proactively and ensure alignment across all teams' involvement. So let's move to the next slide, monitoring and evaluation. Monitoring and evaluation help us track our progress and make data-driven decisions. We will use key performance indicators to measure success and ensure that we stay on track with our objectives. Regular review meetings and performance assessment will allow us to identify areas for improvement and take corrective actions when needed. Additionally, feedback mechanisms will be in place to gather insights from stakeholders and users, ensure continuous improvement throughout the project lifecycle. So next, Emmanuel will discuss about the budget breakdown. Over to you.
Okay, thank you, Puyumi. Taking us further in the project, in the reports, the budget breakdown. In this slide, it presents how the project funds were allocated, break down the costs associated with different project phases, including software, hardware, personnel, and other resources. And it's also crucial to manage the budget efficiently, to avoid overspending while ensuring that all critical areas receive adequate funding. Next slide, please. Okay, security and compliance. Okay, this slide covers majorly the security measures and the compliance standards of the project, of which we adhered to, and also there were key strategies we employed in protecting the data and the systems, such as encryption, authentication mechanisms, and also securing access protocols. Also, we made sure we followed relevant regulations for the project by being compliant, just like the GDPR or the industry-specific standards. Okay, next slide, please. Now the conclusion. In conclusion, during the projects, we made sure we started the project on time, and also the goals were all spelled out, and we followed it accordingly. Every team members were all fully on ground and made sure everything was okay. And also the importance of the project, and it aligns with the organization's objectives. Okay, so next steps, which is the final conclusion, is by, okay, we now need to outline the immediate actions after this by making sure that, yes, the project fund, the final approval, and also starting the initial project phases and setting up key meetings, and also importance of maintaining momentum and keeping stakeholders all engaged as the project moves forward. Thank you. Thank you, Professor, for your time.